तेबे जातीय संगीत गान पर विधानसभा अधिवेशन बजेट अधिवेशन आरंभ होगापाई जाउची समस्त मंत्री विधायक माने उपस्थित अच्छा अल्प समय मध्य आरंभ होगा जाउची देखिपे।
Jai Jagannath. Madam Speaker and honorable members, with immense pleasure, I welcome you all to the 6th session of the 17th Odisha Legislative Assembly. Allow me to take this opportunity to extend my heartfelt New Year greetings to all the honorable members of this august House and to the people of Odisha. May this year usher in peace, progress, and shared prosperity, and may our journey together be guided by wisdom, unity, and compassion. This august House has expressed its deep condolences on the sad demise of late Rajendra Dolakia, sitting member and ex-minister, late Ananta Das, ex-minister of state, late Vibhuti Bhushan Singh Mardaraj, ex-deputy speaker and minister of state, late Devaraj Seth, late Devendra Sharma, late Prasanna Kumar Patnaik, late Karendra Maji, late Niranjan Hembaram, late Prafulla Kumar Banch, late Muhammad Rafiq, late George Tirki, late Hemendra Prasad Mahapatra, late Krishna Chandra Malik, all former members, late Loknath Sabar, ex-OAPF 353, Odisha Police, late Lakshman Maji, ex-Constable 475, 2nd IR Battalion, Rayagada, and late Saroj Kumar Pradhan, ex-Constable 39, Odisha Police. I request all honorable members present today to join me in paying tribute to late Kanhu Charan Lanka, ex-minister, late Kulamani Raut, late Achay Acharya, late Sanchita Mohanty, late Dr. Rajeshwari Panigrahi, all former members. The House may convey our heartfelt condolences to the bereaved families of the departed souls. With the sea as its strength, treasures as its depth, forests as its wealth, and rivers as its breadth, Odisha stands as a timeless symphony of nature, creature, and scripture. Our temples speak of devotion, our works speak of discipline, and our customs speak of diversity. With that said, Odisha's real strength lies not in materials or facts, but in its people. Today, standing tall on the foundations of sacrifice and self-belief, Odisha is no longer waiting to be recognized. It is ready to thrive, to blossom, and to lead as the growth engine towards a Vikasit Bharat. April 1st, 2036 stands before us like a solemn promise, the centenary of Odisha's statehood and a moment of reckoning with history. My government is determined to ensure that when the state turns 100, it stands tall with pride prosperity, and purpose. My government plans to achieve the vision of a Samruddha Odisha by sustaining innovation-led growth, advancing inclusive infrastructure, mobilizing opportunity for every citizen, rearing farms and factories, uplifting lives through education and healthcare, driving green development, deepening connectivity, harnessing people's power, and achieving prosperity with justice. My government has prepared a comprehensive vision document for 2036 and 2047, aligned with India's centenary roadmap and developed through extensive consultations with the citizens and stakeholders. The document was unveiled by the Honorable Prime Minister on 20th June 2025, placing Odisha among only 3 states nationally with a formal long-term vision framework. The vision targets transformation of Odisha into a $500 billion economy by 2036 and $1.5 trillion by 2047, increasing the state's contribution to national GDP from 3% to 5%, with average annual growth rising from 7% to 9.5% through reforms in investment, execution, and technology adoption. Further, the state targets raising per capita income from 1.8 lakh rupees to 32 lakh rupees by 2047, improving living standards, reducing multidimensional poverty to 5%, increasing female labor force participation to 70%, raising life expectancy beyond 80 years, and eliminating anemia and malnutrition in alignment with the India's vision and global best practices. Under the visionary leadership of the Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, the central government's recent approvals for mega projects in Odisha reflect strong confidence in the state's future and will unlock significant socio-economic benefits. The approval of the 8,300 crore rupees for Rameshwar-Paradip Coastal Highway will substantially improve coastal connectivity by reducing distance and travel time by nearly 45%. The green light to the 6-lane access-controlled Greenfield Capital Region Ring Road, Bhubaneswar Bypass, with an investment of about 8,308 crores, will decongest Bhubaneswar, Cuttack, and Khordha, help lower logistic costs, and strengthen trade through seamless multimodal integration. My government is grateful to the central government for the approval of 2 state-of-the-art semiconductor manufacturing units in Odisha under the India Semiconductor Mission, involving an investment of over 2,066 crores. This marks a landmark step towards positioning Odisha as a semiconductor and electronics hub, generating high-skilled employment, promoting ancillary industries, and advancing the vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat. Infrastructure is not only concrete and steel, it is the silent enabler of every dream of a Samruddh Odisha 2036. My government has undertaken far-reaching policy and institutional reforms to modernize the road sector and ensure safe, sustainable, and efficient mobility across the state. The Odisha State Road Policy 2025 has been implemented to create a high-quality road network for seamless movement of people and goods, while the Odisha State Highways Authority Act 2025 has been promulgated to fast-track highway development through a dedicated institutional mechanism. In addition, steps are now being taken for systematic maintenance of bridges on PWD roads, reinforcing structural safety and serviceability across the network. During the financial year 2025-26, my government has laid special emphasis on sanctioning several major and strategic infrastructure projects aimed at addressing urban congestion, regional connectivity gaps, and critical river crossings. These include the improvement of Jaidev Vihar Nandan Kanan Road with a flyover from Kalinga Stadium Gate number 4 to Raghunathpur Bridge, construction of the Kionjar Bypass Road, widening and strengthening of the Bhavani Patna Kariyar Road SH16 to 4 lanes, development of the Burla Ring Road, and improvement of the Fulnakara Niyali Madhava Road to 4 lanes, which will significantly ease traffic movement and enhance logistics efficiency. In addition, my government has sanctioned important bridge and area development projects to improve regional accessibility and support cultural and economic centers. These include the construction of the high-level bridge over the river Katajodi, Subhash Bose Setu, the high-level bridge over the river Mahanadi between Narsinghpur and Bollywood, and integrated development works such as the Ma Tarani Temple Complex at Gatagaon and the development of Mahima Gadi with construction of the Bhavya Sunya Mandap at Joranda. Together, these projects reflect my government's continued commitment to strengthening infrastructure while supporting regional growth, safety, and heritage conservation. My government has accelerated its vision of a garbage-free Odisha under Swachh Bharat Mission Urban 2.0 by adopting a decentralized waste-to-wealth approach. Achievements include completion of more than 1.66 lakh individual household latrines and operationalization of 276 micro-composting centers and 235 material recovery facilities in the current year. As a result, 114 urban local bodies have achieved open defecation-free status, and the cities of Bhubaneswar, Cuttack, and Puri have secured the prestigious Water Plus certification. Under Mukhyamantri Sahari Vikas Yojana, MSBY, my government has recorded exemplary progress in sustainable urban development through the ecological rejuvenation of 106 urban water bodies and plantation of 38,000 trees with the active engagement of 2,400 women self-help group members. It enabled Odisha the top national ranking under Amrut 2.0. Capital Region Urban Transport has consolidated its leadership in sustainable urban mobility by operating a fleet of 670 buses, including 290 electric buses across 113 routes, serving about 3.3 lakh commuters daily and achieving over 40% digital transaction penetration. The system is being expanded to 8 additional cities with procurement of 200 buses completed under phase 1 and sanction of 400 electric buses under the PM e-Bus Seva initiative for major urban centers. The commission-free income model and the operational excellence by the Odisha Yatri platform has earned Odisha the 18th Urban Mobility India Award and the National Public Bus Transport Excellence Award in 2025. My government has also strengthened inclusive urban welfare through the launch of the Sahjog initiative on 31st August 2025, under which 1.77 lakh households have been profiled through door-to-door surveys and linked to key schemes, including 40,622 PMAY housing sanctions, 38,384 e-Shram cards, and 21,974 labor cards. Over the past few years, with the efforts of my government, Odisha has emerged as a power surplus state, ensuring 24/7 reliable and high-quality electricity for all citizens and successfully meeting a peak demand of 6,242 megawatts in 2025. Plans include a clear transition towards clean and sustainable growth, committing the state to net zero through accelerated renewable adoption and a just transition, including installation of 10 gigawatts of renewable capacity by 2030 through solar, wind, and advanced energy storage solutions. Public sector undertakings, through their activities, assist the government in achieving its desired socio-economic objectives and play a key role in steering the state economy in the desired direction. At present, 24 PSUs are making profit and 9 PSUs have paid dividend amounting to 8,385 crore rupees during financial year 2024-25. Inspired by the call of vocal for local and Atmanirbhar Bharat, my government is turning Odisha into a competitive manufacturing and enterprise hub. With the efforts of my government, Odisha continues to occupy a preeminent position in the national mining and steel landscape. The state is endowed with nearly one-third of India's total iron ore reserves and contributed over 61% of the country's total iron ore production in financial year 2024-25. Odisha also holds the first position in the production of steel and stainless steel in the country. At present, Odisha has 55 operational steel plants with a total installed capacity of around 45.62 million tons per annum, accounting for nearly 23% of the country's total installed steel capacity. With rising per capita steel consumption, Odisha is positioning itself to contribute 100 billion tons of steel towards the national target of 300 million tons by 2030. My government is undertaking significant reforms for sustainable management of minor minerals, Syrah sources. Revenue from minor minerals has risen from 1,195 crore rupees in 2022-23 to 1,776 crore rupees in 2024-25, reflecting a 19% year-on-year increase and over 48% growth in 2 years. My government has decisively demonstrated Odisha's industrial capacity in 2025, grounding and inaugurating 85 industrial projects with investment of over 2 lakh crore, creating employment for more than 1.65 lakh people. During the year, through focused engagements from Utkarsh Odisha, Make in Odisha conclave in January to the recently concluded Hyderabad Roadshow, Odisha has attracted cumulative investment intents exceeding 7.1 lakh crore rupees. In this period, my government has approved 343 large industrial projects with a combined investment potential of over 7.1 lakh crore and an employment potential of more than 4.65 lakh jobs, clearly establishing the state's capacity to translate investment interest into manufacturing, infrastructure, and real employment on the ground. My government has also significantly expanded Odisha's industrial footprint across high-growth sectors such as pharmaceuticals and medical devices, advanced manufacturing, renewable energy equipment, electronics and electronic system design and manufacturing, ESDM, textiles and technical textiles, IT and data centers, and aerospace and defense. To accelerate execution, district collectors have been empowered to drive project implementation, supported by structured facilitation and dedicated grievance redressal mechanism for investors and communities. With the Enterprise Odisha conclave at Rourkela in January 2026, my government is formally advancing from intent to impact, strengthening manufacturing, MSMEs, and startups. My government has achieved large-scale formalization of enterprises with 12.72 lakh MSMEs registered under the Vujjam portal till December 2025. This includes 12.61 lakh micro, 9,959 small and 601 medium enterprises. Udyam registration has enabled MSMEs to avail institutional finance, government incentives, and policy support, strengthening their integration into the formal economy and improving data-driven governance for MSME development. Additionally, investment promotion for projects below 50 crore rupees is being facilitated through district-level single window clearance authority to support decentralized industrial growth. During financial year 2025-26 till December 2025, 238 proposals have been approved by this authority, DLSWCA, across the state with proposed investment of 1,649.51 crore rupees. My government is implementing the Industrial Policy Resolution Odisha, MSME Development Policy, and Odisha Food Processing Policy to promote MSME growth and local entrepreneurship. During financial year 2025-26, up to December 25, 159 MSMEs received assistance of 11.43 crore rupees under IPR. 74 MSMEs received 51.51 crore under MSME development policy, and 7.60 crore rupees were sanctioned and released to 21 food processing enterprises under the Odisha food processing policy. To support manufacturing MSMEs by reducing their interest burden on working capital loans, the Chief Minister's scheme for reimbursement of interest to MSME, CMSRIM, has been extended from financial year 2024-25 to financial year 2027-28. As on 30/11/2025, a total of 3,446 applicants have been disbursed 35.18 crore rupees as interest reimbursement. My government, through the Directorate of Export Promotion and Marketing, DEP&M, is supporting MSMEs through marketing assistance, product testing, rate contracts, export facilitation, and financial incentives under the Odisha Export Policy 2022. During the current financial year, 54.70 lakh rupees has been released to 254 MSME exporters through the Export Incentive Reimbursement Portal, EIRP. Export promotion activities are supported through workshops, ramp implementation, and exporter interactions, with the state's export turnover projected at 50,913 crore rupees in financial year 2025-26. The Upanishads proclaim, Sa Vijaya Vimuktaye. True education is that which empowers and liberates. My government has added a golden chapter to the history of primary education in Odisha by laying the foundation stone of the ambitious Godabarish Adarsha Pradhamika Vidyalaya scheme from the sacred soil of Banapur. In the first phase, an amount of 12,000 crore rupees will be spent on 2,200 schools over the next 4 years from 2025-26 to 2028-29. Educational infrastructure and the learning environment will improve significantly through modern classrooms, digital tools, and sports facilities, and every child will be equipped with foundational literacy and numeracy skills. My government has undertaken transformative reforms in primary education in alignment with the national education policy. In accordance with the NEP mandate, the enrollment age for grade 1 has been revised to 6+ years. In the academic year 2025-26, over 45,000 pre-primary classes named Sisu Vatika were opened in all government primary schools, enrolling around 3.2 lakh children in the 5 to 6 year age group for the first time. Further, in January 2025, the state has adopted the National Curriculum Framework as the state curriculum framework with local contextualization. Textbook preparation is underway as per the revised NCF and will be implemented in all government schools from class 1 to class 8 from the academic year 2026-27. For the first time, a massive enrollment drive was undertaken with the letter of Honorable Chief Minister reaching over 6 lakh families and encouraging them to get their children admitted to Sisu Vatika and Class 1. In the first week of April 2025, Pravesh Utsav and Kadi Chuvan festival was celebrated in all schools to encourage newly enrolled children and their parents. In addition to this, my government is conducting a special house-to-house campaign 2025 to identify dropouts, children with special needs, and to map multilinguistic education needs. The survey will be helpful in subsequently preventing dropouts and re-engaging such children with the mandate of NEP 2020. In order to empower SC, ST, OBC and minority students, my government has devised and implemented a range of policies, programs and schemes in consonance with overall development goals. Residential school facilities was provided to 5.51 lakh ST and SC students through 1,765 schools and 5,967 hostels, ensuring a supportive learning environment for the holistic development of ST and SC students across the state. My government has made significant progress in scholarship support under Mukhyamantri Medhavi Chhatra Protsahana Yojana with support of centrally sponsored schemes. During 2025-26, scholarships were sanctioned to 7.20 lakh ST, SC, OBC, EBC students at the pre-metric level, amounting to 760 crore rupees, and to 4.17 lakh students at the post-metric level, amounting to 532 crore rupees. Recently, my government enhanced the pre-metric scholarship rate to 1,600 rupees per month for ST and SC boy boarders and 1,700 per month for ST and SC girl boarders. Further, to reduce dropout among tribal students, my government through the Shahid Madhav Singh Hat Karcha Yojana has already sanctioned an amount of 38 crore rupees in favor of 60,075 ST students so far in 2025-26. To enhance employability and livelihood opportunities among backward communities, my government has imparted skill development training to 653 OBC SCBC youths during 25-26. Additionally, under the state sector scheme for minority welfare, concerned districts have received funding towards construction of 50 multi-purpose community cultural centers at the rate of 50 lakh rupees per MPCC, and provisions have also been made for construction of minority hostels. My government has undertaken a comprehensive transformation of the technical education and skill development ecosystem in Odisha, with a strong focus on access, quality, industry relevance, digital enablement, and global competitiveness. Under this Sodacha scheme, girls' enrollment has increased from 6% in 2016-17 to 28% in ITIs in 2025-26 and from 18% in 2022-23 to 32% in polytechnics in 25-26. My government continues to strengthen employability and entrepreneurship through multiple flagship interventions. The Placement Link Training Program aims to enhance the employability of youths with placement assurance, offering skilling in sectors like apparel, construction, and healthcare. Women participation has risen sharply from 30% in 2021-22 to 73% in 2024-25 under this program. Through the Nano Unicom scheme, which fosters entrepreneurship among Odisha's skilled youth and aims to support 1,200 nano enterprises between 23-24 and 25-26 with a refundable seed fund up to 1 lakh, more than 725 candidates have completed EDP training and 393 candidates have received seed funding, of whom 300 have already established their enterprises. Under digital skilling initiatives, more than 2.6 lakh candidates have been enrolled in future-ready courses through Coursera, Autodesk, Microsoft, Cisco, and NASCAM since 2023-24. Further, the World Skills Center Bhubaneswar has trained more than 4,900 students with over 95% placement, with more than 250 students placed overseas. During 25-26, my government has introduced major new initiatives to further strengthen the skill and technical education ecosystem. The CM Aspire scheme, with an outlay of 120 crore over a period of 3 years, from 25-26 to 27-28, has been approved to improve quality across the entire skill continuum from ITA students to research scholars in technical universities. The Utkarsh ITI Yojana, with a total outlay of 500 crore over a period of 3 years, from 25-26 to 27-28, will upgrade 5 existing ITIs as zonal Utkarsh ITIs, expanding intake in new age trades with industry-ready infrastructure and positioning them as hubs for advanced training, innovation, entrepreneurship, and placement. Further, my government has approved the establishment of centers of excellence in 25 government ITIs at a cost of 8 crore per ITI to create industry-integrated laboratories, smart classrooms, and technology-enabled learning facilities. My government's sustained focus on excellence in technical and vocational education has been nationally and internationally recognized. Some of notable achievements are Sri Suresh Kumar Bhanti, Assistant Training Officer, Special ITI for PWDs, Jetni, was conferred the National Teachers Award 2025 by the Honorable President of India at New Delhi for outstanding contribution to vocational training and entrepreneurship. Students of Visud Burla secured All India rank number 2 in the EV category at the Formula Imperial Indian Formula Student Engineering Design competition held at Coimbatore during October-November 25. The Green Skill for Waste to Wealth initiative of Government ITI, Berhampur, has been recognized by UNESCO as one of the innovative and promising practices in technical and vocational education and training. The Government ITI, Barbil, Kionjar, was awarded the best performing ITI in the Eastern Zone at the Bharat Skill Next 2025. In addition to this, Parala Maharaja Engineering College, Berhampur, has designed and developed an indigenous high-performance semiconductor chip C2S0061 high-performance multiplier IC for facial recognition-based criminal identification under the Make in India initiative. My government has taken a major step in advancing marine and biotechnology research with the launch of the Odisha Marine Biotechnology Research and Innovation Corridor by the Honorable Chief Minister on 12th August 2025. MOUs have been signed with 6 state partner institutes and the National Institute of Ocean Technology, Chennai, as a national knowledge partner, along with James Cook University, Australia, as an international knowledge partner. To assess the economic contribution of biotechnology-led industries, an MOU has also been signed with IIM Sambalpur to prepare the first bioeconomy report of Odisha. Further, land alienation is under process at Puri for establishment of a regional center of NIOT with a marine coastal observatory which will support advanced oceanographic research, disaster resilience, and sustainable coastal ecosystem management. My government has made significant investments in science infrastructure and public scientific engagement. The foundation stone for a new planetarium at the birthplace of Patani Samanta in Kandapada, Nayagarh district, has been laid as a tribute to the legendary astronomer. Simultaneously, the National Council of Science Museums has been entrusted with the comprehensive upgradation of Patani Samanta Planetarium, Bhubaneswar, including installation of a new hybrid planetarium system, development of an outdoor light and sound show, creation of interactive science gallery, and introduction of space simulator and virtual reality-based experiences. A major policy initiative taken by my government is the umbrella scheme, development of biotechnology, comprising 17 sub-schemes with a total outlay of 1,113.5 crore rupees to be implemented over a period of 5 years from 25-26 to 29-30 to strengthen biotechnology research, innovation, and entrepreneurship in the state. In the 25-26, Odisha's health sector underwent a transformative expansion centered on the goal of Sustha Odisha, Samruddha Odisha. My government allocated a record 23,635 crore to healthcare, representing a 9% increase over the previous year. A major milestone was the strategic convergence of the state's Gopabandhu Jana Arogya Yojana with the national Ayushman Bharat scheme, providing universal health coverage to over 1.03 crore families. This integration expanded cashless treatment access from 900 to over 29,000 empaneled hospitals nationwide. Health infrastructure also saw a massive boost with the approval of 9 new medical institutions, including 4 MBBS colleges in Jagatsinghpur, Bhadrak, Denkanal, and Nabarangpur, alongside the state's first integration of artificial intelligence in public health care delivery. With the opening of 2 new medical colleges in Fulbani and Talcher for the year 25-26 academic session, the state has added 200 more MBBS seats, significantly narrowing the doctor-to-patient ratio in tribal and underserved regions. In a historic public health intervention marking one of the most stringent tobacco control in the country, my government has imposed a complete ban on the manufacture, processing, packaging, storage, transportation, distribution, and sale of all tobacco and nicotine-containing products. This includes products such as gutka, pan masala, and similar items, even when sold in separate packets intended to be mixed by consumers, as well as any food products containing tobacco or nicotine. Odisha has demonstrated its prowess in sports sector with a remarkable performance by its athletes who won close to 600 medals across national and international platforms during the previous calendar year. The state also had the honor of hosting India's maiden continental tour branch, the Asian Table Tennis Team Championship, and the Odisha Master BWF Tour Super 100 tournament, among several other prestigious events. This momentum will be sustained and further enhanced in the coming year, beginning with the Hockey Indian League, Rugby Sub-Junior Nationals, FIH Pro League, and Indoor Athletics Nationals. With Sabka Saath as our compass, Sabka Vikas as our journey, and Sabka Vishwas as our strength, Odisha moves confidently towards Vision 2036. My government has undertaken focused initiatives to strengthen women's empowerment, safety, and dignity. Under my government's flagship women welfare program, Subhadra, more than 1.12 crore applications have been received till now, and more than 15,000 crore rupees of Subhadra benefits have been disbursed to more than 1 crore beneficiaries in 3 installments. Nari Adalats have been set up in 10 Gram Panchayats of aspirational districts to ensure accessible and community-based grievance redressal mechanism for women. One-stop centers have been set up to offer integrated support to women affected by violence, with 9 additional centers approved, benefiting about 6,532 women this year. The integration of Women Helpline 181 with the Child Helpline 1098 and ERSS 112 has enabled 24/7 emergency response, assisting nearly 9,645 women so far. To support working women and to ensure their well-being, 2 working women hostels have been approved in Bhubaneswar in line with Odisha's long-term vision. My government has significantly expanded access to institutional finance through SHG bank credit linkage. During financial year 24-25, 3.52 lakh SHGs were provided bank credit amounting to 17,454 crore rupees, with the average SHG loan size increasing to 4.95 lakh rupees. For financial year 25-26, bank credit linkage of 20,000 crore has been targeted, and so far 1.61 lakh SHGs have been provided credit. The Lakpati Didi initiative under NRLM has delivered strong outcomes by enabling SHG members to earn at least 1 lakh of rupees annually. During financial year 24-25, 16.42 lakh Lakpati Didis were created against a target of 16.19 lakh. Social security coverage for SHG members has been strengthened through enrollment and renewal under insurance schemes. My government, through the Livelihood Convergence initiative, has positioned SHGs as key partners in government procurement and service delivery. During financial year 2024-25, over 1 lakh SHGs generated government business worth 4,422 crore through structured outsourcing of procurement and services. SHGs are now engaged under activities of 19 government departments, reflecting deepening institutional integration. To promote women-led entrepreneurship, the State Interest Subvention Scheme has enabled SHGs to access interest-free loans up to 10 lakh on prompt repayment. During financial year 24-25, interest subvention claims amounting to 300 crore rupees were reimbursed to 3 lakh SHG accounts. In financial year 25-26, interest subvention benefits of 228 crore rupees have been provided so far to more than 2 lakh SHGs. My government has undertaken institution building at scale to strengthen SHG
Headlines is brought to you by Kimji Jewelers.
Because precious moments are priceless. Kimji, jewelers since 1936.
विधानसभा बजेट अधिवेशन आरंभ विधानसभा राज्यपाल अभिभाषण कहले समृद्ध ओडिशा गठन करिपारे राज्य सरकार प्रतिश्रुतिबद्ध सरकार नहीं बहु पदक्षेप विकसित भारतर ओडिशा हेब ग्रोथ इंजिन विधानसभा बजेट अभिभाषण में जातीय शिक्षा नीतिर प्रशंसा कले राज्यपाल कहले एनईपी अनुसार प्रथम श्रेणी नाम लेखा बयस 6+ वर्ष शिशु बाटिका नाम 45,000 रु अधिक प्राक प्राथमिक श्रेणी आरंभ प्रथम थर 5 ରୁ 6 वर्ष बयस प्राय 3.2 लाख शिशु नाम लेखाई सिंगापुर ओडिशा फेरिले निखोज सार्थक परिवार पुओ को न पाई निराश होई फेरिले मां और मामू भुवनेश्वर विमानबंदर में पहुंचवा परे सार्थक मामू कहले कंपनी कौनसी सहयोग कलानी कर्मचारी आलोचना करने को अनुमति मिल नथिला उच्चस्तरीय तदंत नहीं हाई कमिशन ऑफिस रो मिली प्रतिश्रुति केन्दुझर चौपुआर सिजुकलारे सिरिज दुर्घटना स्कूल छात्रों को नहीं जाउथिबा कार को सामनारू धक्का देला लुहा पत्थर बोझे ट्रक कार को पछरू धक्का देला बुलेट घटना रे 5 आहत ट्रक ड्राइवर अटक वर्तमान आसंत नजर पकाइबा बोर्ड सभापति सांबादिक सम्मेलन उपर
तार जो असुविधा है आम तार निराकरण कर सारे मुझे इंस्ट्रक्शन दे सारे पुणी आउ थे सेंट्रल स्टूडेंट भाई भाई मानक अनुरोध करुच्ची से जो आम भिन्नक्ष पिला अच्छा स्पेशल केयर नियंतु से कौन प्रकार असुविधा करूँ ना ता व्यतीत एडमिट कार्ड रे जदि कहार फोटो कि ना कि कौन प्रकार त्रुटि विच्युति अच्छी आम तो बहुत पिला स्कोप देकी करेक्शन करदेलु एवं भी से अंडरटेकिंग देकर परीक्षा दे पारे आमर जो